Hi guys, this is John. I've worked in the Linde and Linde PLC until June 2019. The service period was nearly 8 years. My title was Procurement Business Partner. Abraham Lincoln ever said, "A house divided against itself cannot stand." I'd like to share some news about this house, probably collapsed Linde PLC. Deception, corruption, employee suicide, manipulation, retaliation, bogus lawsuit, hush agreement will be the key words in this video. Let's get started from its public offering on October 1st, 2018.
Hello, John. Linde PLC is the new ranking number 447 among Global 500 Fortune companies. Are there any negative things happened before and after Linde PLC public offering in October 2018?
There was one corruption scandal happened on the Praxair China. According to Article 10 and 11 of the U.S. Securities Exchange Law, it deprived the stock investor of their rights to be informed. It is on the July 2018, before Linde PLC public offering, the local court issued the final judgment of the Wang Lin, former director of the Application Engineering Department of Praxair, which showed Wang used his private companies to infringe the economic benefits up to $10 million and swallow the huge profits up to the $1 million of the Praxair. Wang Lin only returned $350,000 to Praxair and got forgiveness of this company, and was sentenced to the 5-year suspended execution, thus avoiding the calamity of the imprisonment. In order to prevent the listing of the new Linde PLC on October 1st from the falling down after merge, the relevant management in China did not disclose to the American Stock Exchange Commission.
Would you like to buy Linde PLC stock if you were a stock investor?
Absolutely not. Listed companies are required to disclose significant information events under Articles 10 and 11 of the U.S. Security Act. Praxair rejected to review and even protected Wang Lin from criminal punishment. As I reported internally, another shaoyou was copied and pasted into Praxair. He was an important figure in the procurement department, and he took things a step further by forming the 5 private companies as similar as the Walmart around each of the Praxair plants in order to intend another corruption scheme on the total purchasing amount of $2 billion across the APEC like Wang.
As a whistleblower, have you faced any retaliations?
Firstly, at town hall meeting, Sanjeev Lamba, a member of the Linde PLC board of directors, claimed publicly that many of the whistleblowers were so dishonest that he never believed them. Sanjeev was former head of the APEC region. From this January, his title is the Chief Operation Officer, sitting in the U.S. office. Secondly, during the investigation conversation, Cheng Ying, the designated Asia-Pacific Internal Audit Director, a German nationality born in China, continuously threatened me, saying things like, "We are not able to probe shaoyou. We are not be able to investigate his private companies because Praxair system is rubbish. And you are not afraid, are you? You are so brave so much. Your career path in Linde PLC is over. Gu Wei is the landlady of head of Asia Pacific region, Sanjeev. It is the typical for Gu Wei have a lot of the properties. Every Shanghai resident does. That the Hong Kong niece, KK Lan, is so impoverished that he could not afford a local property. The case against Gu Wei will not be investigated. The head of the legal department has promised to assist Gu Wei."
Who is Gu Wei?
Gu Wei was the boss of the shaoyou. Her title is Head of Procurement, APAC, reporting to the Sanjeev Lamba. Currently, her title is head of the packagers gas, reporting to the Li Zhenming, chairman of the boards in China. It is the organization chart, effective from this October. You can see the Gu Wei, English name Summer, is right here.
Why did Gu Wei come to retaliate against you after you reported her as shaoyou? Are they in cahoots?
I'm not sure, but she directed and acted out the falsified board solution, fabricate event to file a bogus lawsuit, failed the lawsuit, and then asked to sign the hush agreement. Let's look at some documents in the bogus lawsuit. Firstly, Gu Wei drafted the hush agreement. Now we are able to see the first one. Linde PLC is willing to pay the total 500,000 yuan, equivalent $10,000 more than the illegal regulation, to close my mouth. Second one, criticize or belittle Linde PLC. Third one, continue to fulfill the confidentiality clauses in the early expired contract. Hey Linde PLC and Gu Wei, what are you scared? You're afraid that stock investor know the truth. Gu Wei, Linde PLC is shareholders' business. It's not your family business, okay? Secondly, board solution letter. Gu Wei falsified the title purchasing manager to trick the board members into signing the resolution letters to recruit on the public website with the correct title, procurement business partner. Thirdly, Gu Wei described my anti-corruption report conforming to the formal process as a personal grudge with shaoyou, denigrated me with impunity, and falsely accused whistleblower. Fourth one, Gu Wei framed up Fang Shiwen with bogus lawsuit, ex-chairman of the board, who resigned on March 2020. Li Zhenming was new chairman after last March, but on important documents submitted to the court, Fang Shiwen is still chairman. Gu Wei is one typical representative under such chaotic management. She will not be punished or restricted when using the Linde working email at linde.com to send grouping emails to the colleagues with a lawyer letter. Moreover, no one dare to stand up with corporate whistleblower, even if I wrote too many department superiors according to the internal reporting policy. Hey, Thomas Mueller, please tell me where you are while I wrote that Chen Ying, your subordinate, was manipulating the audit results. Zhao Miao, you commit your promise to introduce lawyer to Gu Wei, as similar as what Chen Ying threatened me. Apparently, except me, everyone knows Gu Wei is landlady of the Asia Pacific boss, right?
Chen Yun practiced such favoritism. Could the external financial audit invited by Linde PLC also produce fake annual finance reports to deceive the shareholders?
There is no evidence, but it depends on the work and the management style of this company. Linde PLC commit illegalities for the personal gains, manipulating the audits and threaten respondents. And I'm sure they are reflected similarly in the other aspects of their work.
Does the Praxair-Linde merger appear to be a success now?
Mao Lingyun, in the organization chart, she's right here, head of the human resources in Praxair and current Linde PLC. Let's look at the Praxair lawsuits she played in the past 25 months after merge to Linde PLC. Nearly 300 lawsuits and administrative penalties have been filed, with an average of 7 lawsuits each month. Praxair is either in court or on the way to the court. Customer, suppliers, employees are all targets Linde PLC attacked with time, energy consuming lawsuits. Who knows how many bogus lawsuits there are among that 300? The lawyers handling the cases chuckled, and the stockholders cried because they paid hundreds of billions of dollars in legal costs. If you are interested, please visit the website www.qcc.com, sponsored by the local government bureau. Secondly, in written judgment, Ms. Ren, referred as Wangsen Lin's employee, is also the Praxia employee. On behalf of the Praxia, she negotiated with Praxia customers on how to bypass the Praxia and maximize the margin of the Wang's private companies. Are you kidding? Therefore, it's no surprise that all types of jerk are bred under such a personnel culture and system. Thirdly, Wang's corruption is caused by lack of check and balance the authority inside Praxia. Wang, one minor regional director, has huge power to sign up to $1.5 million in the contracts without the involvement of superior and the other departments for approval, giving him the greater power than the U.S. state governor. A number of the criminals are encouraged to extend their power and greed under such chaotic management system until they finally break the criminal code. Finally, allegedly, Ms. Wei, an employee in Hangzhou, finally chose to abandon his family and commit suicide by jumping off the high buildings, as he could not stand the threatening emails from the HR and legal departments during the Mao Lingyun's period.
Do you have any regrets regarding your decision to report?
I have no regrets. After all, the report is accurate and beneficial to the company's growth. However, while the corporation has built an umbrella to shield its internal evil forces, it has gone out of its way to undermine Chinese justice by framing the whistleblower in bogus lawsuit and then requesting the whistleblower to sign a hush agreement when the lawsuit failed. So far, we cannot figure out why the Linde PLC is attempting to conceal such major management issues and how many other huge scandals they continue to cover. Finally, I opened the access to my shared disk. When you are interested to see some documents like Wang's verdict paper, fake board resolution letter, hush agreement, or shaoyou's private companies, etc., please click the following the linkage. The extraction code is 42. If you like to know more information, please email me with this email address.